Cowboys playing host to the Jets. This game had the air sucked out of it as Jerry Jones' team getting the cupcake on the schedule. Aaron Rodgers unable to play. We knew that. He's out for the rest of the year. So that means the backup is in. The backup is in. I don't know if you saw this game or not. If you watched it, it was the big game at CBS. Ha ha. Although I bet you it's still got a great rating because the Cowboys, just put the Cowboys on TV, and man, do they get great ratings no matter what. Can't screw that up. Anyway, you missed it. Dak Prescott had a couple of touchdown passes, but it was really the bend but don't break Jets defense. They did give up 5 field goals. Could have been actually a lot worse. But 5 field goals from Brandon Aubrey as the Dallas Cowboys get the 30-10 win. Also the beneficiary of playing against Zach Wilson. The better story is in the losing locker room where Zach Wilson started for New York and lived up to the hype. He played the way we thought he would play as he was out there sucking air. As man, was that bad. 170 yards passing, that's it. 3 interceptions, and the only big play he made was based on sloppy tackling by the Dallas Cowboys there that led to a small throw and a big run, and that was it. So let us discuss the question on this one. Where does this Zach Wilson performance leave the Jets? Where does it leave the Jets? So I've got Cockpit, Hasbro, and Greyhound Bus. And we will combine all of these things together, and we are going to make a nice vacation in January when the playoffs are going on, because the Jets, they can go anywhere they want. They can go to Cancun. They can go to any tropical island they want to get out of the bad weather, because they will not be in the playoffs. They will not be in the playoffs because they have a turd burger at quarterback in Zach Wilson. So to kick off here, the Jets are attempting to use all kinds of positive mumbo jumbo. If you look at the public commentary coming out of the Jets side, it's all trying to speak into reality Zach Wilson to be a good quarterback. And maybe it's working for some people. It isn't working for Zach Wilson. And they're trying to upsell Zach Wilson. Everything's going to be okay here. Nothing to see, blah, 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 blah. Every kind of psychological hack they can come up with. And for the low information fans, some people, but no, listen, I expected the Jets to hang around because I thought the defense would do pretty well. They did. The turnovers killed me. And the fact that Zach Wilson, I'm amazed he's able to even chew gum without choking and do any other skill. Man, he was worse than even I expected. He's not only a quarterback, he was terrible. And there's no other way to say it. And there's no pep talk from Robert Saleh. There's no rah-rah speech that anyone with the Jets can give to help Zach Wilson. We saw this last year, and the Jets know this. If you gave them truth serum, if you gave Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas truth serum and said, okay, what do you really think of Zach Wilson? They would say, F this, S that, you blankety blank, 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 blank. And there'd just be a constant stream of profanity because they knew this guy can't play. They wanted to get rid of him. They didn't get rid of him. Nobody wanted him, even for like a mid-round draft pick, because the entire NFL knows this guy sucks. And so nobody wanted to touch Zach Wilson. So they brought him back. They said, well, he's not going to play. Aaron Rodgers will be the starting quarterback. And surprise, surprise, surprise. And outside of one broken play, which was, again, sloppy tackling there, that was a 68-yard catch, mostly run by Garrett Wilson. This game is the epitome of Zach Wilson's career. It's the example. It's the personification of Zach Wilson as an NFL quarterback. Outside of that one broken play, the rest of the throws, he averaged 3.9 yards per pass attempt, had a passer rating overall, even with the big throw, of 38.1, which means the Jets would have had a higher passer rating if the quarterback had taken every snap and spiked the ball on the ground. You would have had a better passer rating than Zach Wilson actually trying to throw passes down the field. And and you take that one broken play away, and his passer rating was 14.1. Yikes. So the Jets, they got to go somewhere, anywhere. Go on Amazon right now. See if you can get a deal. Find a quarterback. because you don't have one. You have nothing. You have zero at quarterback. Someone with a pulse would help. All right. Now, turning the page on that, when it rains, it pours. It gets even better for the Jets. After the game, defensive back Sauce Gardner, he's saucy. Sauce Gardner, he got into it with a bunch of fans. Now, I think this was mostly Cowboy fans who can be very annoying, and they were harassing Sauce Gardner, who couldn't help but look at social media. And so he got upset. He then deactivated his account. Yeah, he deactivated his social. He has no self-restraint. You know,
that's good sauce.
It's an app. You just don't have to look at it. I learned. Now, years ago, I used to be on Twitter all the time. I'm pretty much only on the Twitter/X during the show. And I'm not on there hardly ever. Now, occasionally, if I have something to promote, a podcast or a fledgling TV show where I just lost to a penny, I will send out messages. But other than that, I'm not really on there. I'm not in that world. My life has been much better. But Sauce Gardner, he's a young guy. He's got no self-control. He can't help himself. So what do you make of Sauce Gardner deleting social media? And not only him, we had Breece Hall, the Jets running back, who tweeted out and then deleted something that appeared to reference his lack of touches. He sent out 4 football emojis. You talk about crime by emoji. Crime by emoji. That was Breece Hall. But the Sauce Gardner story is the headline for us, this portion of the Maller Monologue. So what do you make of Sauce Gardner deleting social media after the Jets lost? This is a dead giveaway. It is a dead giveaway. The New York Jets have had a come-to-Jesus moment here. You know that meme going around, F around and find out? You know that graph? Well, the Jets F'd around and they found out. Some of these guys actually thought Zach Wilson, maybe he can play a little bit. We'll have a shot, go to Dallas, beginner's luck. He hadn't played in a while, as he started a game in a while. We'll be okay. But by about halftime, Sauce Gardner and the rest of the Jets traveling party realized, holy crap, we got nothing. I mean, we are screwed. And we had all these big expectations. We were going to be the toast of Wall Street, and New York's going to love us, and Big Apple, you make it there, you can make it anywhere. And wow. And it also is a dead giveaway that Sauce Gardner has no self-control, and he's what we call a Hasbro-style player, a My Pony, okay? He's a show pony. I don't remember which of the My Ponies that is, but he's a show pony. He's a front runner. And here's a guy, things aren't going well, and so when they're winning, the Jets, he's on the catwalk at Fashion Week doing a pirouette, having a grand old time. And when things turn rotten, don't ask. He's nowhere to be seen. And he failed to make an impact in this game. There was an opportunity. Sauce Gardner, if you saw this game, he dropped what would have been a pick six in the first half of that game and conceivably would have kept the Jets in the game for a longer stretch of time. Now, turning the page. So the parting shot on this, let's go down to the Giants, the other New York team, the Giants, who were getting clobbered. They were bludgeoned in the first half by the Cardinals, and then the Cardinals got the memo. They said, wait a minute, we're trying to suck for Caleb Williams. We got to lose this game. And so they stood down in the second half. They flipped the page on the script there in the second half, and the Giants able to come back thanks to the generosity of the Cardinals there and win the game. But the story here, don't bury the lead, my man. The story is all about Saquon Barkley. And Saquon Barkley, who is the star running back, he is out. So can Daniel Jones pick up the slack going forward? We don't know how long Saquon Barkley is going to be out, but based on some of the reports overnight, it sounds like he's not going to come back anytime soon for the Giants. So can Danny Dimes, who's getting paid, he got the money, can he pick up the slack with Saquon Barkley out, at least this week for sure, against the 49ers on a short week? So can he? Yes, he can. Will he? No. I'm shaking my head no. A passionate shake of the head no. It's not going to happen. Barkley is the cocktail straw that stirs the drink for the Giants. He is the catalyst for them. Danny Dimes has shown his true colors. We have seen this when you go down to the Greyhound bus terminal. Go down to that Greyhound bus terminal. He is buying a ticket. He's the one buying the ticket there. He's not the one driving the bus. He is not a bus driver. He is a bus rider. The Giants, they got the short week. They got the Niners on Thursday. And the gambling market would be a dead giveaway also that the odds makers are not expecting Saquon Barkley to play. The Giants a double-digit underdog in that game. And then they have a home game with Seattle. And they play also back-to-back road games after that with the Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. So that is what is ahead for the Giants as they get off to the 1-1 start.